Let's get ready to rumble!
Been down and out for too long. Nigga, I'm too strong. I'm gonna move on.
Swagger on diamonds just Sakasha trying to pick my brain and judge me like a book. I don't got many likes, but I got a lot of looks. My picture on the news, they trying to label me a crook. They say I do too much, I say I'm off the hook. They ask me where I've been, I say I just came from the hood. Smelling loud off this good, the whole day out in jug. These niggas wanna go to war, man, I wish they would. Oakland like Baghdad in my neck of the woods.
Rest in peace, my nigga Lil E, man. Out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section, cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap, always be the same me. Well, I'm solid, boy, they can't change me, no.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. A little different setup, man, because my phone is dead. Hell of a game tonight. Happy birthday to one of the greatest leaders of all time. Y'all see him, Malcolm X, man. Shout out to everybody in chat coming through here, man. Shout out to the first comment of the night, man. Shout out to my dog, Big Fred, man. Shout out to my dog, H Money. Shout out to my dog, Robert Brown. Shout out to my boy Taylor Bell, yes sir. Shout out to my dog Tom Brown, for sure. Yes sir. Shout out to Big Fred, man. I was looking forward to seeing Fred. He said, but he warned us last night, man. He said if the game got too good, he had the family and all that coming over. So I already knew, but my phone had died, so that's why I'm coming on a little bit later. What's going on, Jalen? What's happening, man? Yeah, man. So of course y'all know what today is, man. It's Wild Wednesday. Also, it is Malcolm X's birthday. So you already know how we do when we getting started. So y'all know I gotta do some drops. All right. This episode of the boxing section is sponsored by Get Your Money, a clothing line that was created and built 2015. Shout out to my dog H. Shout out to Def Mob Clothing Line, man. It is a clothing brand and a music brand as well. Go ahead and support them brothers, man. Shout out to Terence Keith. He just came out with a new YouTube channel. So type in Terence Keith and find him. He has new music out. He has a freestyle, lemon pepper freestyle, of course. Straight bars. So y'all hear him every time we come on the boxing section song. He made it. So go make sure y'all go out and support Def Mob Clothing Line, the brand, the music brand, for sure. Yeah, so let's get it started, man. I got the homies in here. Shout out to Devin Haney, man. Next week is going down. For sure it's going down. I'm looking forward to that. For sure. I'm thinking about pulling the stunt, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward. Yeah, he's from Oakland. That's one of my best friends in the world, for sure. For real. Shout out to my dog DJ, man. What's going on? So listen, let me put this link in the chat. Let everybody get on and chop it up. Fred, if you're still on here, man, come through for a quick second. You know what I'm saying? If you're still on, come through for a quick second. But yeah. I'm waiting on Big Tank to come through, man. Shit, we talking about the wire and shit like that. So, but yeah, man, the link is in the chat. If you want to hop on, the link is in the chat. Yeah, man. But shout out to the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lakers. Y'all see Kobe with the shoes and all that stuff in the corner. Hell of a game, man. LeBron James. I know that was kind of capped by the 3 rims, but shit, that shot was superb. What's going on, DJ, man? Yeah, waiting on you, player. You and Tank. Shout out to Wild Wednesdays, man. So, character development. I've been thinking long and hard, pause, about different characters and the different boxers that we're gonna use. And I think Avon Barksdale, I think he's gonna have to be Jamel Charlo. I think Stringer Bell is probably gonna be Earl Spence Jr. I think Rebate is probably gonna be Jamal Charlo. Uh, I think Rebate is probably gonna be Jamal Charlo. Shit, me probably put that up a little bit longer. Yeah, that was a hell of a game. Hell of a game. If y'all missed that game, shit, y'all missed a good one. But yeah, I think because Jamel is so like extra. You know what I'm saying when it comes to his emotions. You know what I mean. And y'all know like Earl Spence is very thought provoked. You know what I'm saying. He don't really just move. He kind of thinks about what he's doing. He don't really fall off the handle too much. Kind of like Stringer Bell. And then Rebate is kind of like he got that same Avon Barksdale, but it's dialed back a little bit more. So I think that's kind of I can put that together like that. That's kind of how I'm gonna do. And then I say Terence Crawford is Marlo, and I say Chris is like Steven Nelson, and I say Jamel Herring. I gotta think about that, but I know those two. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure. Hey, Tony, what's going on, big dog?
Yo, what up, Kyle? What's good, bro? I came to keep you company, man. Keep this shit going before Tank get up in here. What's popping?
Oh man, shit, everything good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. You just watched that Lakers game versus the Warriors.
Man, so my family, we had a little dinner at my grandparents' house, so we was all over there. That shit was lit. That shit was crazy, man. That was a hell of a game, dude. That was a hell of a game. Super excited.
I seen LeBron had a triple double. What Curry was doing?
No, he was cooking. They was cooking. Them boys was cooking for real. I gotta ask you a question though, H Money. How do you feel about Anthony Joshua coming out and saying what he said about Tyson Fury?
I think Anthony Joshua. I don't know what really. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, man. To be honest, I think Anthony Joshua about to fight Usyk. Tyson Fury gonna mix it up with Wilder again. It's like Wilder and Tyson Fury did most of the work for the heavyweight division, dog. I'm going to be real with you, dog. Wilder and Fury brought really the heavyweights back. Anthony Joshua ain't mixed it up with one of them dudes. Anthony Joshua should have been fought Deontay Wilder, bro. I'm just being real. So, I'm looking forward to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, to be honest with you. Like, Anthony Joshua going to fight Usyk. I think that's a dangerous fight for Anthony Joshua. We know Anthony Joshua got beat already by Andy Ruiz, Andy Ruiz was nothing special, came out of nowhere, knocked his ass out. I think Tyson Fury really wanted to smoke, to be honest with you. Like Anthony Joshua, he hasn't been saying shit. He wait for the fight to fall apart to start saying some things, and it's like he trying to get people on his side. So, I think Eddie Hearn is. Eddie Hearn was the one that was feeding us the most lies, saying the fight going to be announced next week and all of that. Tyson Fury will always say that, Deontay Wilder was still in the picture. Tyson Fury will always say Wilder's name, like, I might have to fight Wilder, So I think Anthony Joshua just trying to get his fanboys on his side. That's because he got a lot of fanboys. Like, people always say Wilder got fanboys and this and that. Anthony Joshua got the most fanboys I ever seen, bro. You know what I mean? That's why they be coming at Wilder so tough. So, I really want to see Wilder versus Fury, man. 3. I think that's going to be the best fight, to be honest, man. I want to see that shit.
Shout out to Mir, man. Shout out to the home team. Shout out to Signs of the Times, man. Salute to you.
He said Tyson Fury lied to us, bro. Can't believe it. He knew all along, shaking my head. He shouldn't have sold us a dream. Now I'm shocked, man. What you mean? What about Anthony Joshua, his promoter, Eddie Hearn? Yeah, I know everybody don't like Tyson Fury. The Wilder fans don't like Fury because Fury beat Wilder. Anthony Joshua fans don't like Fury because they know Fury home.
Man, come on, man. We talking about. See, I didn't.
Yeah. I'm saying no. I'm not.
H?
No, but all I'm saying is this: because the Wilder, you know, you don't like Fury at all. Wilder fans hate Fury. Now I'm seeing a lot of Wilder fans and Anthony Joshua fans coming up trying to gang up on Fury. That's what it's looking like right now.
I'm disappointed in my good friend H Money, man. I really am, because I never thought I would see the day that you would back Tyson Fury a no-cheater at all. Like even if you don't believe what Deontay Wilder said, even if you don't believe none of it, you know he's a known cheat. So I can't believe that I just never thought I'd see the day you would get behind somebody in that manner.
But look,
sounds great.
See, the thing was this though, Kyle. Like you would say, this guy is a cheater, that guy a cheater, but Wilder knew he was a cheater before he even fought him in the first place. He had his hit. All that cheating shit that you bring up, it happened before Wilder fought him. Wilder knew that and still fought him and still said that was his brother, kissed him. I love Tyson Fury, all of that. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So there's no point in bringing up something that you already knew in the first place. Now, when you lose, now you bring up all of this. Hey, he a cheater. He did that, but you wasn't saying that shit before you fought him in the first fight. You didn't say you didn't say it after the first fight. Once you start hearing this, is when the loss, when he got beat. Now you hear, oh, he's a cheater. But look, my thing, the reason why you remember I brought up Roy Jones as a cheater. So I told you, like, you know, Roy Jones tested positive, James Toney tested positive, but you cool with them. Roy Jones still one of your favorite fighters.
No.
Did.
Remember I told you. I cut him off. Remember I told you that. I said if Roy Jones cheated, I'm cutting him off. I told you that. Yes, I did. I told you still fuck with him.
You still fuck with him.
PGH Big Dog, man. Shout out to you, my brother.
You still fuck with him.
Nah, see, here you go. Here you go. Don't
hey, you remember we were talking about top five? You remember we were talking about top five? I was like, man, Roy Jones a cheater. And you were like, oh, I still fuck with Roy, though. But the thing is, look, bro, like, if we gonna say Fury's such a cheater, you got to keep the same energy with James Toney, Roy Jones, all of those fighters of the past, the legendary champions, the Shane Mosleys of the world. You know what I mean? But it is
Shane
what
Mosley's
it is,
the worst
man.
of the. Hey, Shane Mosley's the worst of the worst. I don't even put him in no list of mine at all. Shane Mosley is notorious for cheating and shit like that. But what are you looking forward to this weekend? I know you're looking forward to this weekend, bro. We've been waiting on this shit. Wow. Hey, I'm excited. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Right? I think Josh Taylor is gonna beat this man. I think Josh Taylor gonna beat him. Who you picking this weekend?
I gotta go with Josh Taylor too. I think it's a great fight. Two undefeated champions, two unified champions for the undisputed, super lightweight championship of the world. I gotta go with Josh Taylor. Jose Ramirez is a good fighter, but he really slow though. He's slow as hell. And Josh Taylor got the speed. He got the speed advantage. So I'm gonna go with Josh Taylor because he's faster. I think Josh Taylor, his speed will be too much for Jose Ramirez. I gotta go with him for sure.
For sure. Hey, you know what? You know why I'm gonna give it the edge to Josh Taylor? You know that the knock, because you know that the knock on UK fighters, right? Is that they do the eye situation. You know when the eye hurt, they just quit and shit like that.
Well, Tyson Fury, the one that don't though, he's the exception. You know what I mean? But the cut, remember his cut against Otto Wallin.
The orbital bone wasn't broke. I'm talking about the orbital bone.
Oh, the orbital. Yeah, I got you. Keep cooking. Go ahead.
God damn. Listen, man. Tonight, we're not gonna talk about King Deontay Wilder tonight. We're not gonna talk about the cheat Tyson Fury. We done talking about the H money. We got a lot more people to talk about. All right. We talking about that.
There ain't a lot of rules nowadays, man. You got a lot of rules going on nowadays.
God,
you know what I mean?
I'm tired. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm tired of talking about them too. As much as I love Deontay Wilder and as much as I hate I'm tired of talking about it, dog. That's the whole. That's the topic of all conversations. You know what I'm saying? But I listen. The way Josh Taylor, I was like, shut. Like he literally fought with one eye. I gotta go with him though. I gotta go. Shout out to DJ, man.
Shout out to DJ. What up, DJ? What up?
We can make a bet, DJ. You know, I ain't shy. I'll make that bet. I got Josh Taylor 10 on my pound for pound list. What you got him at?
Yeah, he top 10 for sure. I think if he wins this fight, he might even go up to top 5. He might squeeze his way up to top 5, becoming undisputed.
Hey, listen, that's an argument that can be had. Shout out to my dog, man. Best pugilist, man. My guy right there, man.
Who is your top 5 pound for pound, matter of fact?
So me and you finna argue, so I'm already preparing myself mentally for this. In no particular order, I'm gonna give you my 5, right? And to make an argument, I'm gonna give you my 5. All right, but my 5 the 5 I got, and I'm gonna put it away after I do this. So Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, Cool Boy Steph. Let me see who else. What am I missing, man? Who am I missing? Oh, and Carissa Shields.
So you said Terence Crawford, Earl Spence, Stephon Fulton.
Yeah, DJ. I got it.
You got Stephon Fulton. You got Clarissa Shields. Who I'm missing? One more.
That's right.
It's Charlo. Yeah. So
Jamel.
Yeah. So for me, I got a number 1. Well, not in order, but number 1 order. I'll say Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford number 1. Canelo number 2. Earl Spence number 3. Gotta give respect to Earl Spence. Number 4. Damn, this shit get crazy. Number 4, I'm gonna go Tyson Fury. Number 5.
But he a heavyweight.
Yeah, but still, yeah. I mean, the guy got skills, bro. He beat Wilder. Wilder was the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Gotta put just that win over Wilder alone. You know what I mean? He gotta be there. And number 5, I go Shields too. Gotta give it to Shields for sure.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen, man. Y'all can say what y'all want about her being a woman and shit like that. But skill for skill, she's a fucking beast. You know what I mean? And if she has somebody that can get behind her and push her forward, the guys will be the limit. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why Eddie Hearn never tried to get behind her. Like, do you know why or not?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I ain't gonna lie, Eddie Hearn be doing a lot of bullshit, dog. He do a whole lot of bullshit, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, you can hear me, Kyle? Kyle, you hear me? Yo, Kyle, you can hear me, Kyle?
I can hear you now. You're breaking up.
All right. Let me know if I'm breaking up. Is it good now? It's good?
No, you good. You good to go now.
Okay. Yeah, Eddie Hearn should have been signed Clarissa Shields, man. Eddie Hearn had $1 billion with the Zone. The best thing he ever did was sign Devin Haney. Besides that, he ain't really did shit with the money like that, bro. You know, gave Mikey Garcia $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. He signed. I like Tevin Farmer. He signed him, but Farmer ain't nothing special. Andrade, you signed Andrade. You ain't did shit with him. I think Clarissa Shields should look into fucking with maybe Top Rank, get on ESPN. You know, Eddie Hearn, bro. I think he's overrated as a promoter. To be real with you, bro, he got a lot of fanboys. Yeah, I'm starting to see Eddie Hearn really ain't shit, man. I'm really starting to see.
You changing your and you've been changing some tunes, my nigga.
Yeah, because you remember I used to be bigging up Eddie Hearn, but he ain't doing shit for Demetrius Andrade. He didn't give Devin Haney the Lomachenko fight. You know, he never gave us the undisputed heavyweight championship fight. Deontay Wilder, he went to the UK looking for Anthony Joshua with $50 million. Eddie Hearn blocked that fight, bro. So I think Eddie Hearn been bullshitting, to be real with you, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was so shit. He's too good of a talker. I know a bullshit artist when I see one. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be a bullshit artist, so I can see the tendency. I said, oh, he a slick motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He too slick, motherfucker. And he got the hairpiece. That hairpiece pulled off for me too.
Oh, you think he got a toupee?
I think he got a toupee, brother.
Me too. I was thinking about that today.
He got that Steve Harvey John. he got What's going on, best pugilist, man? What's going down?
Now I'm good, kid. I just got off the phone with my cousin and shit. I said, let me check it on the boxing section. What's up, Age Money? How you doing, brother?
What up, though? My boy, best pugilist, was popping.
Yeah, I'm good, good. Just checking in
Who your
with
top
the
5
crew.
pound for pound, my brother?
Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Um, let's see, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Could I put? I guess I could put the Charlo brothers. Should I put them together or
Nah, hell no.
separate them?
It's 3 niggas. One about to be undisputed, and one belt.
So I put one with the undisputed Jamel. All right, and gotta give me what 4? Who was my 5th? Let me see.
Look at the Terence Crawford hate. TC not pound for. Look at the hate, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. But top 5. Come on, bro. Stop that, man.
Nah,
Listen, you gotta have
yeah,
a
you
top.
gotta, yeah, you gotta put him. You gotta put him on it.
Man.
You gotta put him up
Bro,
there, man. His accomplishments mean something, man.
yeah,
You know,
bro. We
like,
can't. Come on, y'all.
yeah,
As much as I don't
hmm
like Teofimo Lopez, I gotta put the mark on my list. Yeah, I gotta put him on
yeah,
the
yeah,
He a
top.
bad motherfucker. You know we
yeah,
can't stand
yeah,
Teofimo Lopez, but that motherfucker
yeah,
can fight though.
Yeah, for
hmm
sure. Kilo Jones, what's going on, big homie?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it is. Like for instance, like I actually like at welterweight, I actually like Spence a little bit more than Terrence at welterweight, but I got to put Terrence ahead of him for his overall accomplishments. You know, as a fighter, man. And, you know, he done moved up in weight. That's
And,
not
and
easy to
can,
do. That's
and
not
can I
easy to
say
do
this?
to be a champion from one weight to another, man. That's really not easy. Like people take that for granted. Like, you know, fans and shit. Like I think anybody could do that. Anybody can't do that shit. It's hard
Yo,
to win
hey,
a
and listen,
championship in one division, let alone to move from one to another. It's very hard
Hey,
to
hey,
do that.
Kyle, it was like you said, T.O., you don't like the nigga, but you give him his credit, right? You gave him his props.
Yeah.
That's the same
yeah.
thing I had to do with Tyson Fury. I don't like the nigga, but
Hey,
shit, I
man.
gotta give him his props. I had to get a nigga's props. I'm just saying.
All
The
right, don't
nigga
put
Damn.
him
hate
in there.
Tyson Fury for real. The
He
nigga
ain't want
Tyson Fury. The
he ain't
nigga
want to hear
hate
it.
Fury.
He
You
ain't want to
know,
hear it.
listen.
He don't
But
want
I'm
to hear it.
saying you gotta get a nigga
If you
credit though. That's all I'm
listen,
saying.
it's another name that you say. If you say this other name and you say Tyson Fury name in the same sentence, then you would hear, hey, you haven't done that yet. You just keep saying one nigga that I hate. Well, you say another nigga that I hate. The other nigga that I hate won't be as much.
Yeah.
But this is what I've been trying to tell people, right? When you look at a fighter, you know they're a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You
hmm
know they're a bad motherfucker. When you look at a fighter, you say, oh, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at Cool Boy Steph, I say that's a bad motherfucker. When I look at Jerron Ennis, I say, damn, that's a bad motherfucker. When I see Terence Crawford, I say, oh shit, that's a bad motherfucker. When I see Errol Spence, oh shit, that's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you see fighters, you say, oh shit, Charlo, shit, bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Carissa, shit, holy shit. You know what I mean? You could tell. You know what I'm saying? So when I say pound for pound, I'm not just talking about your accomplishment. I'm talking about you as a fighter as well. You gotta think, man, Terence Crawford is special. You know what I mean? He does some shit that we take for granted. You know what I mean? He does shit we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to really look at him as a fighter and stop fucking around. You listen, y'all know me. Everybody know I'm an Errol Spence fan. Damn near a fanboy, as some people would say. You know what I mean? But you know, Terence Crawford is a hell of a fighter, bro. When he was at 140, I said, yo, this is a bad motherfucker. And I'm honest with y'all, when he was at 140, I was hoping that Errol Spence could clean out that division, right? and then Golden 54, and then Earl, and then in 10 47, because I like both fighters a lot, so I never want them to fight. So that's kind of like one of them things now where it's like, damn, I gotta choose one. Now, the reason why I always choose Earl Spence is because he's the reason why I love him boxing again. You know what I'm saying? When Floyd left, I kind of fell off of boxing. I would still watch it, I was still following it, but he made me fall in love with it again. You know what I'm saying? He kind of made me like, I need to do a podcast, talk about this shit every day. So that's kind of where, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Who's on your back end of the top 10?
Let me see. I gotta really sit and really make a list. That's what I gotta really do. Like, I got a lot of fighters I like. But I haven't really made a list in quite some time. A long 10 fighter list. You know, I'm gonna send you that.
I'm gonna give you my second half of my second five, and the caveat is this. The caveat is if Devin Haney can beat Linares like I know he's going to beat him, I'm going to move him up even further on my list. But I got the second half of my five. I gotta go Devin Haney. I gotta go Shakur Stevenson, man. I mean, you just have to. You know, you can look at the motherfucker, you know he a bad motherfucker. So I got Dev, Josh Taylor, Shakur Stevenson. Let me see who else. Jamal Charlo, and I'm gonna go Caleb Plant. If I'm missing somebody, when I hear y'all list, I probably think somebody else. But I think like right off, that's what I could think of right off. Who's on second into yours?
For me, I'll say gotta put Josh Taylor in that motherfucker, but I ain't gonna say he number 6, and this not in order.
No, I said no order.
Yeah.
Just
no order. That's Josh Taylor. Damn, man. Who else? But Jamel Charlo, gotta get Charlo props. Charlo been doing his thizzle, man. Charlo,
which one?
Jamel Charlo.
Okay.
That makes 7. Let's see. I guess Inouye. Everybody got Inouye. You know what I mean? Even though he fighting in smaller weight classes, put Inouye in that motherfucker. And you know, gotta put my nephew Devin Haney on that bitch, and put Shakur. I like Shakur, man. I fuck with Team Crawford. I fuck with Shakur.
Yeah, man. He a bad motherfucker. Now I'll say this.
Shakur.
David Benavidez doesn't lose his belt on the scale. He's top 10. I gotta go with discipline. You know what I mean? I gotta go discipline. You feel what I'm saying? The discipline kind of gets him out of the top 10 on the pound list. Go ahead, best.
I don't know. I gotta go with
Yeah, I like Gary Russell.
Definitely.
My bad. Remember to cut you off.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like Gary Russell, but Gary Russell did himself a disservice by not signing with DAZN. I think had he signed with DAZN, it would be great for him. I think he would have been fighting, even if he's fighting bums. He has a belt. He has the green belt. So I think with him being over there, it would have gave him more cash. I think they treated him better. I think they would have gave him more options to fight. So I'm gonna say I will put him in there, but I can't put him in there because he's not fighting enough. I mean, he hasn't fought since when? You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me tap in on that real quick, because Gary Russell, the dude hasn't even fought in over a year, and on top of that, it's been for 5 years straight. He's been fighting once a year for 5 years straight, and this dude signs of times. He said Terence Crawford ain't fought nobody, but who the fuck did Gary Russell beat? And you got him on your top 10. Who did Gary Russell beat, my nigga? And you said Gary Russell in the top 10, but you don't have Terence Crawford? Sound like some fanboying going on from your side.
But he did beat he did beat Diaz. Diaz beat Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer got 5 losses, nigga. That nigga got 6 losses. Jojo Diaz just had a draw against a nobody. He just had a draw against nobody. Are you serious? Gary Russell ain't even fucking beat nobody, dog. Nigga, Jojo Diaz just had a draw against a nobody, bro. And you saying Jojo like Jojo just a killer. Jojo ain't shit.
I mean, he's some shit. He ain't that shit. He got shit going.
He decent. He gonna give you a hard fight. You know.
Yeah.
He give you a hard fight. He just can't punch. If he was a better puncher, he'd be more dangerous. He's not a big puncher.
Who you got best?
My second half. I gotta make a list, man. I haven't really done that. Jamal Charlo. I had Jamel on the first half because he undisputed. Jamal in the second. Inoue. I agree with Inoue.
Okay.
He exciting, good fighter. You know, Inoue. Let's see who else I could think of real quick. That's a good fighter. Damn.
Why do you think? Shout out to EJ King, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for sliding through. You got to go, Josh Taylor, Pew. You just have to.
I don't like Josh Taylor like that. Everybody keeps. I don't like him like that. I just don't feel him like that. I don't even think he's gonna win this fight. I think Ramirez is gonna win this fight. I don't like Josh Taylor like that. I don't feel him like that.
If you're lucky,
I don't trust because I don't know, man. I gotta, I've been in this fight game damn near as old as some of y'all is. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this shit for 40, over like damn near 40 years, man. So I don't trust them English motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I don't because their history, my history I got with them. Hey, when the long haul come, because he's still early in his career. He ain't proved nothing to me yet. He got to do more, like, because all of them always falter. They always falter. So I'm still not sold on him yet like that. Like everybody like Josh, like keep him talking about. I'm like, and I must be either my ass getting old as dust, and I'm missing something because I don't see it. What I'm hearing everybody else claiming they see.
Did you watch that fight with him and Regis Prograis?
Yep, and Prograis was getting at him. He says I all messed up. That's another thing.
But listen up. But like, that's the thing. That right there, that is why you gotta love him, because he didn't pack it in and say, fuck this, I'm going home. That motherfucker said, nah, for me, I want this shit, I gotta have this shit, this trophy, this belt is coming home into the fucking, to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis is a hard hit motherfucker.
I caught the end of that fight.
Huh?
I caught the end of that fight. I'm really, really look at that whole fight again. But see,
because
how I look at Regis Prograis is, see, yeah, from what I saw, that's what I kind of saw. Now, Prograis is a strong puncher, big puncher. So I was kind of impressed that he stood up to those, the shots that he did get hit.
That's all I'm saying.
And clearly, he took some shock. His joint was messed up. So, but that made me have a little respect for him. But the only thing I like Prograis in terms of his ability, like as a solid puncher, but his overall skill set, I'm not overly impressed with. And I don't know. It's something about Prograis got this awkward athleticism about him, but he a big puncher. So I'm still not. That's why I'm not really sold on Taylor like that yet, because I want to see him fight with somebody who got some gifted talent, like overall talent. Like Prograis, good punch and everything, but he not. To me, he not gifted like somebody like Devin Haney. You understand? Like Devin Haney is fucking gifted. Like if I see him do something, Josh Taylor was able to beat somebody like Devin Haney, then I say he nice. But I don't view his natural skill set in that frame just yet with somebody like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because to me, pro grade is good, but he's limited in his overall athleticism and full skill set. Very good puncher though. You know, understand what I'm saying? So that's why I still got my little doubts about Taylor. You know, maybe he can change it this weekend. You know, because right now I'm leaning towards Ramirez slightly.
Yeah, hey, listen, but Devin Haney is just God was like when I met that motherfucker. He said, "Listen, we're gonna make you be born in the town. We're gonna have your dad be one of the flyest niggas, smooth talking OGs to ever walk this earth. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the best situation with Floyd Mayweather and his dad, and we're gonna gift you with this thing called boxing. You know what I mean? He is
Hmm.
cut from a cloth like no other. And it's hard to even compare somebody to him because of the upbringing in which he had in the sport of boxing. So I hate to even put anybody close to Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney is gonna be special, and when he get a little stronger, watch out.
But what I mean by that is this. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you
Yeah,
see someone like pro grade, right? You see how pro grade is like he got this awkwardness about him, and he a pretty decent puncher. But his overall natural ability, like I see limitations in his ability because of his athleticism. Like he determined, he's strong puncher and stuff like that. So I feel like Taylor probably has a little bit more of a higher skill set to somebody like that. You know, just overall. But like, so that's why I'm still not really so sold on him. Like if I saw him compete with somebody like Devin Haney or even somebody like Tank Davis, who got real overall natural ability and a skill set, then I could feel comfortable that maybe he that dude. But in my history and with the years I've seen in boxing, like he can survive against somebody like pro grade. But I think he would fold against somebody like Devin Haney in that same situation, or Tank Davis in that same situation. But they not because those guys, because pro grade is not as overall gifted as them. Although he's a very, very good, excellent puncher, his athleticism is a little under those dudes. You understand? So I think that yeah, it's easier to do that against a guy like him, but I wouldn't put him necessarily on that echelon with them as far as their overall ability just yet. You understand what I'm saying? Like and I have to see that. I have to see him with that type of talent and against that type of talent before I can say that he's that type of threat.
I give it to you.
You know?
Hey, listen, me and you, we agree on most
Yeah,
things.
most of yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That's what we gotta ask H Money, Best Puge. That's what we gotta ask H Money. You still here?
Yeah, what's good? You
Demetrius
hear me? What's good?
Demetrius Bivol. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, nice. That boy nice as fuck. Like that's the style that I like. You know what I mean? That's my style. Like it's a certain style that I like. You know what I mean? I like the pure boxers, and that's exactly what he is. He's a pure boxer. He got one of the best jabs in boxing. He got great movement. I think he's the best at 175. Like people think, oh, why I like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's the boxer. It's the style. You know, it's just the style, Kyle. Why
God
you think I
damn
like
it.
Devin Haney? Why you think I like Devin Haney? Because he's a pure boxer. You know what I mean? That's the style of fighter that I like. Demetrius Andrade, slick boxer, right? You know what I mean? Fighters like Terence Crawford, slick boxer. Terence Crawford can punch, though. Now, Terence Crawford is a slick boxer that can punch. You know
Say
what I
Jerron
mean? But
Ennis. Say
yeah,
Jerron Ennis.
Jerron Ennis is nice, but yeah, he coming up. He coming up real fast. That motherfucker explosive. Jerron Ennis is something special. You know, he's a beast coming up in the game. But yeah, man, that's the type of style of fighter that I like, though, Kyle. Like how Dimitri Bivol, his style. That's
I'm
my
not
favorite
sold
type
on him,
of.
H. Me or Pugilis, we're not sold on him.
I think he's nice, bro. He beat John Pascal. Remember, John Pascal beat Marcus Brown. He beat
Yeah,
Badu
but
Jack.
Marcus Brown fucked that up for himself. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
What's up,
I
Mike
don't,
Green?
Yes.
Uh,
I don't know how he fucked it up. It looked like he
because
just pretty much
did you
smoked his
see?
ass.
that defense was absolutely fucking terrible. The man left his
Yeah,
hands down. He got hit with the same punch like 3 times, dog.
That's his style, bro. He
and
ain't
that's
got a
crazy,
chin.
man.
He ain't got a chin. That's his problem, Marcus Brown. He can't take a punch. Go ahead.
And
Go
it's
ahead.
and that's crazy because Marcus, I've known him since he was a kid because he used to train at my gym. He used to spar with my junior Olympic champion. And Marcus, damn, like I guess the pro game changed some things because he always showed an ability to take a punch.
She had a hair
What's his
gear on.
name? Nah, but even with that, like even if his early pro, but I just think that you never know, man. What's his name is a very awkward fighter, man. He's very awkward and got a lot of experience. Got a lot of experience. So I don't know, man. Like Marcus, that fight was real crazy, man. I don't know how that shit went the way it went, but um, he's the type of dude, man. Like I really expected more from him. I expected a lot more from Marcus and stuff, but I don't know.
He
I
got
guess
too
he
much
been
out. I think he got too much outside shit going on.
yo,
You know,
yo, yo, yo.
He
You
beat
just
his
was in
girl
my
too.
head.
Yeah,
You
he
was
beat his
just in
girl,
my
right?
head.
You
You was
remember
just
John
in my
Pascal?
head, yo.
Hey, at the press conference, John Pascal had the wig on. You remember he said you a woman beater. He had the fucking wig on. That shit was
Yo,
crazy.
that's crazy because I was just, y'all just beat me to the punch because I was just about to
yeah.
say, because his personal stuff, oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe that's it too, they get a little
Hey,
attention. And
I ain't mad at DJ's list though. I ain't mad at that list at all.
Let me read it. He got
let me see.
Crawford number
Let me
one,
see.
Crawford number one,
Crawford.
Spence number two, Jermell Charlo number three, Tank Davis number four, Teofimo Lopez number five, number six, Clarissa Shields, number seven, Devin Haney, number eight, Arthur Better to be, number nine, In the Way, number 10, Shakur Stevenson. That's a nice list. I fuck with it.
That's nice.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out to
yeah, yeah. Shakur. Yeah, I got to put him on
yeah,
my list.
yeah. Shout out to Eric Gomes, man. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through here, man, and showing all type of love and shit like that, man. Thank you. Mir, and he never gets the decision. Have y'all noticed that, bro? You know who else doesn't get decisions? I don't know if y'all ever watched him, but he's Errol Spence's fighter, and then Burley Brooks.
Yeah, I
That
heard of Burley
motherfucker
Brooks.
never gets a decision. I know he fights small and shit
Oh.
like that, but he never gets a decision, dude. Never. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen him get one decision yet, dude.
Wow.
Okay, my boy Tank said, shout out to Big Tank. He said Marcus Brown is working his way back up the rankings. I'm wishing him the best on his road back to the top of the division. It was only one loss. We'll see if he can bounce back. He said, I hope he can. I hope he can do it. Yeah, a true champion, you know what I'm saying, could take a loss and bounce back. A minor setback for a major comeback. But one thing I forgot, Dimitri Bivol, he beat Joe Smith Jr. Now, Dimitri Bivol got the best resume at 175.
Yeah.
When you look at it, he beat the best names. He got a better resume than Better to be.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask y'all this. What are the two worst divisions in boxing?
Dang. All right. You talking about the worst fighters in the division, or is it like a division that ain't popping, they ain't fighting each other? Is which one?
Nah,
Like something like that?
Like, I'm gonna give you mine, and then you'll understand what I'm saying. The cruiserweight division, ass cheeks, and I think 175 is overrated.
You said cruiserweight and 175?
Yeah, I think those are like the worst two divisions in the boxing right now. What are you as Puget?
Maybe cruiserweight. I don't know much. One weight division I don't really know much about. I don't hear much about it because that like strawweight stuff, man. Because it's so little. Like you don't really get no good to great fighters out of that shit. It's almost like it don't even exist.
Yeah, but they don't, but them niggas so fucking little, man. They basically amateurs that get paid for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just don't got no headgear. Them motherfuckers is amateurs, dog, for real. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
It's like it's not even existing and shit. It's like it's not even a real professional division and shit. So I would have to say that.
Shout out to my dog Wesley. Shout out to my dog SF City Slicker, man. What's going on, man? Bay Area is definitely in the house tonight. Yeah, I think it's cruiserweight, dog. Cruiserweight is always ass. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but the cruiserweight division, I think the reason why the cruiserweight division is not as good as it could be or should be is because most of them dudes are in the NBA or NFL. Do y'all agree with that?
Well, cruiserweight, formerly the heavyweight division. You
Now
know,
they got the bridgerweight division. They got all type of shit going on in boxing, man.
That used to be the heavyweight division, the cruiserweight division. You
The
know,
126 got to be the worst division. 126 is the worst division. I agree with Tank.
No, hell no.
126 is the worst, bro. That shit is garbage. You got Gary Russell, who ain't fighting a fucking year and like damn near 2 years. You got Neverente, Leo Santa Cruz. He just fought at 130. I think 126 to me is the worst right now. For real now. That shit is garbage.
Oh man, not 126. Somebody said 118.
Yeah, them lower weights, man.
118 got some. They got Daniel Donaire been fighting and shit. Anyway, as much as I don't really think he's that good.
Anyway,
I mean, they got some shit up. Come on, man. They got some shit.
Juan Francisco Estrada and them is pretty nice. I think that's 118.
That's 118.
Yeah, it's 118. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's not bad.
Chocolatito?
Yeah, Chocolatito, y'all.
Yeah, he exciting.
Shakur 130 now. 130 on fire. You got Shakur, Oscar Valdez, Jamel Herring, Tank still around there and shit. I think that's nice. JBZ.
Join the panel, JB. That's my motherfucking guy, man. Listen. One of the best things H Money has ever done was introduce me to JB, man. Me and JB been solid ever since, man.
He a real nigga, man, out of Cali, man. San Bernardino, the hometown of Lolo, man.
Harris, goddamn it.
Guess what?
Yeah, Lolo.
He had 126, so you got to slow your roll, H Money.
Yeah, I think he fought at 130 his last fight, but guess what?
Okay.
Lolo, guess what? Lolo,
he can make 126.
He can make 126, but Lolo actually just was out there with Terence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. He was out there training. You know what I mean? And he made the team. Bomac said he wanted to be his trainer. So Lolo is a part of Team Crawford now, man. So shout out to my boy Lolo.
So his dad ain't gonna train him no more?
Yeah, his dad wants him to get a professional team around him. So Bomac hit me up.
Bomac is a motherfucker. Listen, Bomac is a solid motherfucker, bro.
He's a real nigga.
Listen, y'all know me. Steven Nelson is my motherfucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Steven Nelson is a solid motherfucker. If y'all wasn't here for that interview, y'all fucked up because we had Steven Nelson on for so fucking long. That's like that's like the best interview I had because we friends. You know what I'm saying? So we was just talking shit. But dude, they are some solid dudes. That's why I always like. Although I think Errol Spence will win or some shit like that, you never hear me trash Terence Crawford ever. Nobody can ever say that they heard me say Terence Crawford ain't shit or nothing like that. You can't find no footage of me saying that. The only thing you probably hear me say is Errol Spence is just a little better. That's the only thing you ever heard me say about that. But
yeah, that's where we disagree. Hey, but guess what? So Cold Nelson, he was out there with Lolo. So next time you holler at your boy, ask him about Lolo, what Lolo did out there.
Yeah, I'm about to because he supposed to come back on probably like next month maybe because we're gonna do an update on this rehab
Achilles.
and shit.
Yeah, with his Achilles.
Yeah, man, that shit hurt my feelings, man, because he was supposed to get that Edgar Berlanga fight. And that would have been nice.
Berlanga gonna duck. He don't want that. Berlanga gonna duck him.
He can't now. He can't now because he above him in the WBO, so he got to come see my dog. So what happened was when Steve got hurt, they moved Edgar Berlanga up one. So he's in front of Steve right now. But I tell people listen, this is what I tell people all the time. They think I'm just being biased. Maybe I am, but fuck it. I really think that Steven Nelson can beat Canelo because I think he got the goods. I think he hits hard enough. I think he's slick enough. I think his defense is good enough, and he can set traps just as good as Canelo can set traps. You know what I mean? And I just think he could do it, bro. He's a sneaky fighter. See, the thing about Steve, he doesn't look like he's as good as he is until you get in there with him. You say, "Oh, this motherfucker is bad." You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about him. Champion Hart, man, my motherfucking guy. What's going on, my dog? Salute to you, my brother, coming in here, showing some love. Man, it's going down. Now listen to this, fellas. I gotta ask y'all this. I gotta ask everybody on here, right? Um, what do we think about Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez fight, the Battle of Mexico? Who do y'all have winning that fight? And do y'all think that fight would ever happen?
It sound like Canelo ain't want no smoke with him. Canelo said some shit like, I'm not fighting Mexican fighters anymore. But he fought Julio
Yeah.
Cesar Chavez Jr. You fought plenty of Mexicans when you was out there in Mexico coming up in the game. When you was fighting at 16, you fought a whole bunch of Mexicans. And then Canelo came back and he took the statement back, said, oh, he said something like, I think about fighting them or something. But if they did fight, I think Canelo will get him. You know, I think Canelo a little bit too fast. I watched Benavidez' last fight against what's his name? My boy's brother. What's his name? Speedy Rashidi Ellis' brother. I think he fought against Ronald Ellis. And
Ellis, dog.
he beat him. He beat him, but Ellis was having some success in there, moving around. He was hitting Benavidez with some shots. So I'm gonna lean towards Canelo. I think Canelo beats him, but I like Benavidez a lot. I like the way he carry himself. He won't smoke with everybody, and I like that about him. I like that dude.
Yeah, I like him. I like Benavidez a lot. Talented kid. Only problem I be having with some of them, I just wish they fought more. You know, I just don't think they fight enough.
Yeah.
See, that's the advantage. Like they talking about. I'm hearing they talking about the possibility of Canelo possibly fighting Caleb Plant in September, right? I would hope not for Caleb Plant's sake. Caleb Plant got the talent in the right circumstance to probably beat Canelo, but it wouldn't happen now the way it's set up. Because if Canelo fight him in September, that's gonna be his fourth fight this year. Caleb Plant only fought once. You got to fight, man. You got to fight to keep your skills somewhat sharp. You can't just be taking off these long ass layoffs and fighting like this new era of boxing. That's the one drawback to so much money being in the sport now. Guys don't have to work as much as they would have had to do back in the day. Because you making good, when you get to a certain level, you start making these good paydays. You only limited to fighting a certain amount of times a year. And then as you know, human being, man, we get better the more we do shit. That's why all those great fighters for the past was real masters of their craft, because they fought a lot. And you really know what you're doing. You know? I remember when I was a teenager, I don't know if y'all know this trainer. Y'all probably know him. Y'all know y'all boxing history pretty well. Y'all remember his name is Lee Blackmore. You remember the group Cameo?
Yeah.
You remember the Cameo, the guy with the cameo, he wore the cameo cut. You remember when you used to see those videos, if y'all seen those old videos, he used to wear a boxing cup sometime.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's his father, Lee Black. Well, now Lee Black, that's my man, Lee Black. We call him Lee Black, but it's actually Lee Blackmore. He was a fighter. You know, Customato used to manage him. Lee Blackmore told me, matter of fact, he was Trevor Berbick trainer when Mike Tyson won that title from him. That's Lee Black. He was an old slim black guy, got the wavy hair. He was Trevor Berbick lead trainer. You know, he's one of my mentors coming up. And he told me when he was fighting, he told me he fought one year. He said they fought like 3 times. How do you say they fought like 3 times a month? He said they was fighting on Monday, Tuesday. He said the way they was fighting was like on a regular schedule. Now, granted, you know, they wasn't getting that money. You know, so you making a living. If you trying to be a boxer, they had to fight a lot. And he was telling me the schedule that they was fighting. I was like, y'all was pros fighting like that? He was like, yeah. I was like, God damn, but that's how it was. So, but your skill set gonna get so much better when you really working at your craft like that. So that's been the only drawback with somebody like that. Even with Benavidez, I like Benavidez's talent. I think he got the talent to beat go, but Canelo kind of sharp right now because he's fighting a lot. You know, he comfortable in that ring. He real comfortable right now. When you fighting a lot, you be comfortable. You don't have to get that feel back. And that's the only reason I would probably pick Canelo in that fight against Benavidez right now. But if Benavidez was a little bit more active, I would definitely pick him.
I think people
Just not
sleeping
active.
on Caleb Plant. I think a lot of people sleeping on Caleb Plant, bro. I
He
give
got the
Caleb
talent.
Plant yeah, he got the
He got the
talent for
talent.
sure.
He got
Speed,
the
he got
talent.
quickness, defense. He's tall, 6'1", he's
Hmm.
rangy. He can box his ass off. The dude training with fucking James Toney, teaching him shit.
Hmm.
Caleb Plant can box. I think people are sleeping on his skill set, to be honest. I think Caleb Plant can give Canelo problems. I like Canelo,
Yeah.
but Canelo is beatable. Like Mayweather
Hmm.
took him to school. Arislandi Lara was
Yeah.
schooling him. A lot of
Yeah.
people thought Triple G won the first fight. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
then we seen Billy Joe Saunders was having success in the fight. Billy Joe was winning rounds in there. He was outboxing Canelo. I think Caleb
Hmm.
Plant, he can give Canelo a lot of problems for real, though. I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But I just think that the only drawback with him is that he just need to fight more because he a talented dude. He has a potentially the type of style that could really trouble Canelo. But what I worry about in the fight with him, especially if they were to fight in September, is he only fought once. He fought at the beginning of the year. That's going to be Canelo's fourth fight. Canelo is in the fight mode. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta like I wouldn't feel that Caleb would be sharp enough for the gifts that he do possess. You understand what I'm saying? Like if he was fighting a little bit more, I would give him a really, really good chance to win that fight, man. But as it stands now, I would definitely have to go with Canelo. Just need to fight a little bit more, so he can be totally sharp in his skill set. Because you're gonna have more confidence in what you're doing when you applying your craft more. That's why if you
See,
look at Canelo, you see how Canelo he be so fucking comfortable in that ring. That shit is ridiculous, man. He don't have no fear. He's so calm. He's like comfortable as hell because he's fighting a lot now. Whether they bums or not, he's still fighting.
hey,
You know
I'm
what
i
I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Um, the the range they got a big difference in the ranges. Um, Canelo, his reach is 70 and he's 5'8".
Uh-huh.
Caleb Plant, his reach is 71. I mean 74. 74 and he's 6'1". Now let me tell you
Hmm.
how long Terence Crawford arms are. Now, Terence Crawford is in the welterweight division. And this dude got like a 76, 74, 76 arm reach. Let me look at his real quick.
74. Yeah, 74. His arms long as hell.
The
That
motherfucker can
dude.
scratch his ankles, dog. I'm telling that
Hmm.
motherfucker can scratch his goddamn
Yeah, I
ankles
seen him.
standing up.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's real linky. He's real linky. I seen him at Gleason's gym.
Hey, if people don't understand, he's way bigger than people think he is, bro. I I don't know.
He's
I don't know.
linky.
TV makes him look smaller. You know what I mean? You know how TV posts make you look bigger?
Hmm.
I think TV actually makes him look smaller than what he is.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're right, Cal. Terrence Crawford is long as fuck. Like his arms is
Yeah, he got
long as
70.
hell.
He 5'8" with a 74 inch arm reach.
Hmm.
That shit's insane.
Yeah.
Hey, so you met Crawford. I seen your picture with Terrence Crawford. I mean, could you tell me about your experience around the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, Terrence Bud Crawford?
Hell of a guy, bro. Hell of a dude, man. I mean, bro, the man, the man. If he could be, and I say the same thing about Jerron Ennis. If they can be who they are amongst us on interviews and on Instagram and Twitter, they'll be huge. They'll be so much bigger. You know what I'm saying? If he could just be who he is, like I don't know why I don't know why, but I mean the nigga was so funny and so cool, bro, and so chill to be around. He wasn't on no high power big boy shit.
Nah.
Uh, man, cause listen, y'all know me, man. Y'all know me. I got to ask the hard questions, and you know, I asked him straight up, man. I said, listen. Was that fight hard, or did you make it? Did you make it hard like that? And he goes, man, a lot of casual fans, they don't understand. They don't know who this guy is. This guy is a good fighter. I said, but you don't understand how good you are. I said, the reason why the expectations are like that is because you're such a great fighter. So that's why we have to ask these type of questions. You know what I mean? And then he was like, damn, okay, now I see why people say certain things. You know what I mean? So when I said that to him, I had some shit to come after it. I'm like, yo, I said, was dude that hard, man? Or did you make it? Or did you make the fight harder than what it was supposed to be? He's like, no, I mean, it was a hard fight. You know what I'm saying? He said, but I ended up figuring him out. And I was like, he was like, man, but see, he said a lot of casual fans, they don't follow like the other countries and how these fighters fight and stuff like that. He said he was a tough fighter. And then I was like, okay. But dog, I mean, he answered the question quick. We talked, man. I'm talking about the whole weekend. If you ever go fight hype, y'all look up the Steven Nelson. It was the Steven Nelson to do an interview with him, Terence Crawford. You'll see me with them in the back because I'm on the phone with my mom trying to get Raquel Miller a flight with a buddy pass. But but you'll see me with them in the background. We can't pull it up because you know they shut me down and shit. But he a cool ass dude though, bro. That's why I always ride for him like I do. Cause I mean he a real stand up dude.
Yeah, I would say this. I think the realest teams in boxing, just like some stand up guys, that would be
For
Team
sure.
Devin Haney and Team Terence Crawford. Man, let me just tell you a quick story. Lolo's dad called me. He said, hit up Bomac, call Bomac, and see we can get Lolo out there. I called Bomac up. You know what I mean? I told him about Lolo. He said, all right. You know what I mean? He says, you know what I'm saying? He can come out here next week. We sent them out there. You know, Lolo was over there with Shakur Stevenson, Terence Crawford, Stephen So Cold Nelson, Bomac, everybody. DeMichael Harris. You know what I mean? They loved him, bro. They took him in, treated him like family. Lolo made the team. Terence Crawford, man, he loved Lolo, bro. Terence Crawford, bro, love him. Guess what? Bomac called Lolo Little Bud. Bomac called it Lolo Little Bud, bro. And man, them dudes is real. Bernie, all of them dudes, bro. They some real people, man.
I didn't meet Bernie, but Red, Coach Red, solid motherfucker, man. He a solid dude,
Coach
man.
Red, yep.
I fuck with him heavy. Bomac was my first. If you go on my channel, the first interview I ever done on my YouTube channel was Bomac. You can hear the nervousness in my voice because that was my first one. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big one. You know what I mean? So shout out. That's why I always shout out Steven Nelson, bro, because he put me in a position to be great. You know what I'm saying? And if COVID didn't fuck it up, I would be bigger. If COVID didn't come through here, my podcast would be a lot bigger because I would have the interviews. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of the people, man. I try not to like use my my friendships and relationships to leverage them to get people. You know what I mean? To get interviews and shit like that. I be trying to like do everything I can on my own to get people on the show. You dig what I'm saying? Because me and Clarissa Shields, me and her, the one that braided her hair, me and her hella cool. So I try not to even ask her anything about Clarissa Shields. I try not to say, you know what I mean? Unless she bring her up, that's when I bring her up. But I try not to ask her to get on interviews for me or nothing because I don't want people to think that I'm fucking with you because you fuck with them. I want people to know that like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He a real dude and he ain't on no bullshit. So that's why I do. That's kind of how I do why I do how I do. Because I don't want people to think that I'm just cool with them because they're cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want everything to happen organically. Like for instance, like my homeboy Josh was doing a documentary on, right? I never asked. He's hella cool with Cool Boy Steph. He hella cool with him, right? I never asked him, hey man, give me an interview with this dude, man. I never asked him. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I've asked him to do was line it up. Like because I talked to Boots the other day. He said he'll do the podcast and shit. So all I told him was, hey, line it up for me so I can so I can just get him on. You know what I'm saying? So I already did the groundwork myself with talking to him myself and chopping it up with him and building a relationship on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I never had I try not to ask niggas for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't ask H Money. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want Bill Haney on the show, I don't be like, hey, H Money, man, get this nigga on the show for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just say, hey,
you will come. No, we gonna set it up. I got you. No, he was supposed to come that one night, but you remember we was up late on my show that day. He was supposed to come that one night. Yeah, he gonna come through. I just talked to him tonight. They getting ready for the fight, man. Shout outs to Bill Haney. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Devin Haney. But yeah, he gonna come through for sure. We gonna make it happen. I'll let him know, bro. You know, Bill Haney, man. You know he fucks with the people for damn sure. You from Oakland? You know he gonna give it up, man. You know he gonna give it up.
But I say that to say that I try not to use my relationships that I have to do other shit. You know what I mean? That's how I try to do it, man. I want people to know that I want people to know that I'm just a genuine nigga, and I don't want them to think I'm using them. That's why I never tried. That's why I never asked people like, "Can you get this from me?"
Yeah, I got you, but it ain't even that type of, you know what I mean, situation. We a family, we a community, man. We might disagree, we might argue, but you know what I'm saying, that's where it stops at. You know what I mean? And Kyle, you've been good to me. You know what I mean? We you know, it's been over a year since I've been a part of the community, and we gonna keep building, man. We ain't gonna agree with everything, you know what I mean? And I don't think it's being real. If I agree with you on every topic, I don't think that's being real. You know what I mean? So we might clash every now and then, but at the same time, man, we family, man, and this shit is bigger than boxing. That's what I want people to understand. But I want to make this quick comment real quick. Now, Shakur Stevenson, he posted Lolo on his Instagram. He posted Lolo. So I got to tip my hat out to Shakur Stevenson, looking out for a young fighter like Lolo, who's only 17. Shakur Stevenson being a mentor for Lolo and Terence Crawford, man. So shout out to Shakur Stevenson, man. I think I should start talking more about him. I know I talk a lot about Devin Haney, you know what I mean? But Shakur Stevenson, he's a very good fighter too.
Listen, Shakur Stevenson. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all about this. Man, if y'all haven't went to my channel and scrolled all the way down, man, I got some great fucking interviews, man. When I first started this shit.
Yep, I looked at it. I seen it.
If y'all motherfuckers subscribe and shit like that, man, y'all gotta go to my old videos. I got the best, man. Listen to me. I got the best interviews of the weekend. If y'all look at that, I got all the big people. The only person I didn't get was Carissa Shields because she was eating. But I'm telling you, Steven Nelson, I ain't asking for this. You know what I'm saying? He told me I should do a podcast. That's the reason why I started doing it, because me and him will talk for hours in a DM about boxing and shit like that. And he was like, bro, you just do a podcast. I said, bro, I'm gonna do one, bro. And then I said, man, I'm going to your fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he thought I was bullshitting at first, but when I got that flight, he was like, oh shit. He said, man, people in my own hometown wouldn't even do this shit. And that's how me and him became as close as we are. That's why that's why he always come on everything, because he know I never asked a nigga for nothing for free. I always buy my shit. I don't be like, hey man, can you give me a discount? Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing is a lonely sport. And if they know that I'll be with them after all this shit is done, then that means more to me than anything else. I want them to know, like, hey man, beyond boxing, I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lost it all today, I'm not gonna stop hitting you up. That's kind of my energy. That's why I always want my energy to be. Hey Andrew, man, listen, man. I know you probably don't like Fred. I get it. A lot of people don't. But Fred is the reason why I even have a podcast. Fred put me in a position to meet Reggie Owens. Fred put me in a position to meet Tank. Fred put me in a position to meet these people. So I can't speak to how he treats you or the relationship that y'all got. But the relationship that me and Fred got, I can't question it. You know what I'm saying? whenever I needed something, I could count on Fred to help me. When I needed to buy certain things for my podcast, Fred told me where to go. When it was time to figure out what to do with my podcast, Fred did that. So with the situation that you got with Fred, bro, I can't speak to that. But I can only tell you how good Fred has been to me, how good he's been to H Money, how good he's been to the Sweet Science Examiner, Tank, Rob Brown, Champion Heart, Mir, you know what I'm saying? SF City Slicker. You dig what I'm saying? I can't speak for everyone, but I will say this. Everything that he's told me to do, and I've done it, I've benefit and I've reaped the benefits of it. So I can't speak to anything else besides the love I got for Fred. The love I got for Fred is truly, truly, truly unmeasurable because when I was trying to get into the podcast game, it wasn't a question I couldn't ask Fred. So I can't relate, and I don't think nobody on this panel can relate to any of that shit. But I'm let you. I let people do what they. I let people say what they say and all that shit. I don't like Fred said. I don't like to censor people. I like let people do what they do. But I also gotta address it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be a man and I wouldn't be a real friend if I didn't. You dig what I'm saying? So you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm gonna feel how I feel because I know the man for myself. They say try the Lord for yourself, and I done tried it for myself. I'm not to compare Fred to the Lord, but I'm just saying I'm just giving you an analogy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, matter of fact, let's do that. We'll start with H Money. We'll go JB, Rob Brown, and then Best Futures. Y'all tell me y'all relationship with Fred and what he's done to help y'all out. I know me and H Money can talk about this shit all night.
Hell yeah. Like one thing about it, man, Fred, he does a lot behind the scenes. People don't know. Like you can't judge a book by its cover. This man, Fred, gave free haircuts to kids, man. Free haircuts. You know what I mean? Feeding people. You know what I mean? Fred gave back to the community so many times, helping young fighters like Lolo, helping young fighters like Devin Haney when Devin Haney was a very, very young fighter, helping me. Fred brought me into the community when I had a history of doing crazy shit. Fred still let me on the platform, help me build my brand. You can't judge a book by its cover. I understand some people are misunderstood, but once you talk to Fred, you have a conversation with him, you will know what type of person he is. You will know. You know what I mean? Fred, the good that Fred does outweigh the bad. So Fred, he helped me so many times. He's like a big brother to me and a mentor. I love Fred, man. He's a great person, bro.
Hey, hold on real quick, H Money. I'm gonna let you finish. Don't time him out. You know what I'm saying? Please don't do that, man. We don't want to do that here. Let people say what they're gonna say. As long as he don't call him no bitch or no faggot or no shit like that, let him say what he gonna say. As long as he don't get disrespectful, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And H Money a wild motherfucker. And H Money done woke up my daughter on numerous amount of times, yelling and shit. And that's on Fred platform. But go ahead, H Money, finish up, dog.
Yeah, man. Fred does some great things behind the scenes, man, helping out people so many times, man. He's a great person, like I said. And I love Fred, man. He's like a brother to me. He's like a mentor, man. So shout out to Fred. He taught me so much. He taught me so much, bro, in life. You know what I mean? This shit is bigger than boxing. He taught me so much in life in general, how to conduct myself. You know what I mean? I remember once Fred suspended me from the barbershop for a whole week. I couldn't come back. But then, Fred did that out of love. Out of love for me. He said, you know what? Take some time off. Think about what you did and then come back. And that's what I did, man. I appreciate Fred, man. Nobody block him. Nobody time him out, bro. You know what I mean? Don't time him out, bro.
Don't block him. Don't block him. Hey. Don't block him because I need them subscribers, man. Shit, I'm almost to 500. Don't block a fucking soul on here, dog. Yeah. Hey, it's all an opinion. Rob Brown, go ahead. JB, you got anything to say about Fred or what?
Nah, Fred is a good dude. You know, everybody might not like what he got to say, but he let everybody come on his platform. He give hella interviews. You know what I'm saying? He got Bob and all type of people in there coming on. But nah, Fred a good dude.
For sure. Rob Brown, man, I know you got a lot to say, so go ahead.
Nah, bro, not too much. I mean, you know, everybody got their opinion. I don't really respect nobody going on nobody else's platform to be talking about another platform. You know, if you got a personal beef with Fred, then you handle that man to man between you and him. You know what I'm saying? I respect Fred for what he do. I mean, I go on the platform, I enjoy what come across. If it's a subject that I don't want to talk about, or you know, I think it's going a certain way, then I have the option to click off and leave, or just sit there quiet in the chat or whatever, you know. But you know, Fred got a right to his opinion just like anybody else, and you know, it's all about debating and talking, and I think people need to understand that it's cool to have a difference of opinion. We can talk about it, and that's how you get to understand different people. It helps widen your perspective, and it makes it a better thing versus resorting to other stuff. So, no, I don't respect that. You know, this is a boxing section. This ain't Fred's show, but you don't hear talking about Fred like and talking bad about somebody. Like, no, be a man. Go talk to him face to face, man to man. If you got a problem with it. Other than that, that little internet warrior stuff, you know, I'm gonna type this in about somebody. I don't respect that at all.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, man. I let niggas rock. Listen, the only thing that I try for niggas not to do is like last night. I just don't want niggas to do the bitch calling. I just don't want us to do the bitch thing, because at the end of the day, we all black brothers, man. We're trying to. I know we got some other kind of folks on here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Andrew Charles and shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, for the most part, people that's on the panel, we all brothers. And that part is the only time. That's the only thing that I really don't want niggas to do is call each other bitches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Threaten each other. That's the only thing that I try not. That's the only thing I try to ask niggas not to do. Yeah, man.
Pull up his comment, his last comment. Yeah. There we go. So he said, "In no way am I trying to disrespect your stream. It just upsets me that he steadily downplays Mexican fighters. We're not too long ago. He was whitewashed, talking bad about his own people, man. That's between y'all two, bro. You know what I mean? You could go to his channel and talk to him about that, bro. We don't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he'll be live tomorrow. He'll be live tomorrow at 9:00 Pacific Standard Time. But I will say this: when it comes to see, H Money don't do race on his channel, but Kyle Davis, he do race on his channel. You know what I'm saying? That's what Kyle Davis for sure do. And I'm gonna say it like this though. The thing about Mexican fighters is they get a pass for getting punched in the face and not having no defense. If a black fighter did that same shit, he ain't a warrior. He's a dumb boxer. You know what I'm saying? Mexican fighters get praised for not having no defense. Miguel Burchelt had the worst fucking defense ever, and all they said in that fight was he's a warrior. When Maurice Hooker got knocked out by Jose Ramirez, it wasn't no he's a warrior talk. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Virgil Ortiz, they didn't say he was a warrior for fighting and throwing hands and getting caught and still fighting. They said he didn't use his range. He wasn't a smart boxer. So that's the problem that we have. That's why we big up the black fighters on such a level, is because we don't get that same credit from the media outlets. You know what I mean? They never say, oh, he's a black warrior. You never heard them say that shit. You never heard them say that about a black fighter when if they throw 100 punches and they wasn't being slick and they wasn't having no head movement or nothing like that. You wouldn't hear that. So that's kind of the level of the level of respect that we're trying to raise up over here. You know what I mean? So we got to ride for our own for sure. Are there some great Mexican fighters? Sure. I'm gonna keep it real. If you say the best black fighters versus the best Mexican fighters, 9 times out of 10, you can say 8 or 9 times out of 10. Shout out to my dog D Hodges. Get well soon. Hopefully you rehabbing and you feeling better, my brother. Let us know in the chat how you been feeling and how you been rehabbing, man. Salute to you, D Hodges. Hell of a guy. So what was I saying before D Hodges came on? So that that's the point I'm making.
I got a
Yeah, you said
question,
about.
man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Well,
Let me say that again. Let me say that.
finish. Yeah, finish up. Yeah, I was gonna tell Cal what he said. Yeah, go ahead.
So I say that to say that if you put the best black fighters against the best Mexican fighters, now I'm gonna say 9 times. Y'all can say 8 times or whatever y'all say. I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, the black fighter is gonna win. I mean, that's just a proven fact. You know what I mean? I hate to say it. Well, no, I don't hate to say it because I'm a black man in America, and we deserve some type of credit around this bench. So I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, the black fighter gonna win. And case in point, when you put the Floyd Mayweather in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, he dusted him off. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just the facts of the matter. But best futures, if you got a story about Fred, drop it and then go on with your other point.
No, it's real simple. Like I said, Fred's a good guy, man. Good brother, man. I'm on your show now, dude, because of Fred's show.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why, I'm on this show now because of Fred's show, because I called into Fred's show. He was always, Fred, he gonna let you, speak your spiel, man, and put it out there, and he ain't gonna be, one way or another against you for you. He gonna let you do his thing. So do your thing. So, I have nothing but, good things to say about Fred. He's a journalist. He's being a real journalist, and he do what he do. And he done brung a lot of us brothers together that may not have been together otherwise,
For sure.
I got to meet y'all, man. I got to meet you, Reggie, H1. I know y'all because of, honestly speaking, Fred show. So
sure.
and it's been it's been a beautiful thing,
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I mean, that's how I know Bill Haney. That's how Devin Haney know me because of Fred. So let's shout out to Fred. He a real nigga, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's dope, man. So
okay.
I got nothing but love for Fred, man.
Let's get everybody get some kind words to D Hodges in the chat. Everybody give him a thumbs up or a fist. And everybody on the channel, man, give D Hodges a special shout out, man. He having a hard time right now, so let's give him some positive vibes, man. Put them fists in the chat for me, man.
D Hodges, my nigga, D Hodges, I love you, bro.
Go ahead, we can all jump in, but put them fists in the chat for me, y'all.
My nigga D Hodges, what up, D Hodges? Appreciate you, D Hodges, man.
Yes, sir. That's my guy, 100%, man. He is a supporter of all channels, man. I got you. If you don't respect D Hodges, man, we ain't fucking with you over here. That motherfucker, he going everybody channel and show hella love, man. So we gotta reciprocate the love back to my man in there, man. 100%. We gonna ride with you over here on this end. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is, we ride with the homies, man. Salute to you, D Hodges.
Salute D Hodges, man.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. These 22 people in here right now, I'm gonna go out on a limb. It ain't that big of a limb. You know what I mean? It's a big limb to lay on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near a branch. 23 niggas in here is because of Fred S. Hawthorne. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's do this just because I love Fred like that. If Fred is the reason why you own that you know me, that you on my channel, go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat. If we know each other because of Fred Hawthorne put a thumbs up in the chat. And matter of fact, shit, Andrew, shit, you came to the channel because of Fred. You know what I'm saying? So shit, he got to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? He got to be doing something. But listen, fellas, I would love to stay and chat with my dogs, man, all night. I really would. But our Cam is out of town, so he can't keep the live streams going and shit like that. But I gotta be working at 4 a.m., man, and I gotta hug the wife before I go. Salute to everybody that came through tonight, man, showing love. H Money, tell everybody where to find you at. Then we go JB, then we go Rob Brown, and then we go Best Pugilist.
For sure, man. Shout outs to everybody, man. Shout out to the boxing section, my brother Kyle. Man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Go follow me right now. YouTube, H Money Boxing. We give you that real shit, man. Next Saturday, Devin Haney making his return back to the ring. The youngest champion in boxing. Let's go, Devin Haney. And on top of that, man, for those that don't know, just switch it up real quick. Hey, Kwame Brown, former basketball player, got a YouTube channel. I want y'all to check out Kwame Brown, man. Kwame Brown been roasting the fuck out of Stephen A. Smith, Matt Barnes, man, all of these dudes, man. So check out Kwame Brown. Man, he cooking all of these guys, man. Check him out on YouTube. My boy Kwame Brown. Shout out to D. Hodges. I love you, bro.
For sure, man. For sure. We got major love for you, my boy. Go ahead, JB.
Man, first of all, I appreciate that shout out y'all gave me when I first hopped on the panel on the show. I appreciate that. I want to give a special shout out though to my guy H Money. I met a lot of people on this YTBC because of him, because of H Money was showing love. He the king of YouTube boxing. My guy H Money, my guy Kyle, who I met through H Money, Reggie Owens, who I originally met everybody from, and Fred, another great brother, all them guys, man. I love you guys, man. Shout out D Hodges, get well, bro. Best Pugilist, shout out to you, Rob Brown, Mir, SF City Slickster, Tank, everybody that hop on the panel all night, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Appreciate that, JB. Thank you, bro.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, man. Super, super solid. Go ahead, Rob Brown.
Yeah, man. Just appreciate the platform, being able to jump on and discuss boxing. You know what I'm saying? At one time, I was kind of burnt out with the sport, being on the in and out of it, you know what I'm saying? But, this show, Fred show, Blue Blood, these guys, y'all bring it back. And so getting on talking to you guys, even if we don't always agree, it's cool to have like-minded folks, so shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat. I appreciate being a part of it, you know what I'm saying? And we're just looking forward to more fights, man. And hope everybody be safe in their personal life and just keep going until the next time,
For sure. Best Pugilist.
Yeah, peace, man. I just want to give a shout out, man, to all the brothers, on the panel, the Kyle, H Money, everybody on the panel, man. It's all the brothers, man. I'm glad to have come across you all, through this connection. Like I said, from really started like with Fred Channel, and it's been a real joyful experience, man. Having brothers to connect with in this way was something that we all passionate about, which is our love for the sport of boxing, and to be able to expand it all across the board. And I just look forward to continue to keep this little bridge we've made going and keep making it stronger, man. And just do something that's good and positive, man, in our hoods, man, through our affiliations with one another, man. So I just thankful, man, that I came across y'all, and I look forward to spending more time with y'all. And hopefully, we'll, as this pandemic ends, we can actually, some of us can maybe actually be able to get together sometimes, in the near future, and, just keep this movement going, I got love for all y'all, man. I wish y'all nothing but the best and stay safe.
For sure, man. Shout out to the new ticket holder, man. The new season ticket holder, Isaiah Felix, man. Salute to you for subscribing to the boxing section, man. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, Artman is my guy, man. We go live all the time, man. He be carrying some shit around, man. I got some shit coming from him. He got this Deontay Wilder picture coming for me. Yeah, I said Deontay Wilder, H Money. I know I said one.
Here you go. Here you go. You see, he instigating, man.
Hey, man, but listen, man. Y'all know it's always a treat when players meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. In the words of the great philosopher, Little E, I want y'all to breathe air and live life, man. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Hasta mañana. All right, y'all. Peace. We're gonna get this outro going, man, and we gonna dip.
Peace.
Got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
All right, y'all. We out, man. Peace.